So there are many, many people trying to do this stuff now. We see it a lot in the local space, but they don't know what they're doing and they just do it all wrong. And so there may be people doing it. You may technically have competition, but if you do it right and they're doing it wrong, you're going to crush them, right? So the opportunity, especially right now, is to actually do it and do it right and go hard at it and not half-ass, because that's where a lot of people screw up too, is they just kind of half-ass things. If you put a bunch of effort in and you do it right, make sure you're doing everything properly, the opportunity right now is just incredible. And will be probably at least through 2026. It's really going to start to get hard, I think, by 27. But that's what we're here to help people with, right? To teach them how to do it right, how to get all the steps right, how to use paid, right? Because I think depending on your vertical, certain verticals, it would make sense not to do paid. Certain verticals, it might make sense to go hard on paid, and some in the middle. But you and I are experts at paid. That's how we have built our brands locally. And that's super key too, right? Is to understand how to leverage Meta specifically is the best for this. But there's other ways as well. And again, that's difficult, right? And so we want to help people understand how to get the most out of their media brands and do it at the cheapest cost with the least amount of effort from the boring stuff, right? We're never going to help you make, if you need to record a 45-minute video, it's going to take you 45 minutes. Like, we can't solve for that, right? But we can help you with all of the back end so that it takes as little as time possible outside of what you truly have to do to be your human self, which is the gold, right? As we said at the beginning, coming back to what you said, this is not about AI just firing stuff off as you in the media constantly and using clones for videos and all this. Again, there's a place for that in certain ways. I don't want to write it off totally, but the value is in being yourself and being human and building trust with people. And your ability to make money from that, if you do it, is going to be insane. I mean, let me just leave with it. I had somebody, so I have a small audience right now. I mean, it's pretty big for the space, but small in general in the local media space. I had somebody this weekend at the conference offer me their 50% of their SaaS product because they can't sell it because it's too hard, because they don't have an audience. I have the audience, right? So it's crazy that what I've been planning on, I know this happens, I know this is how it works, that can happen to you. It just happened to me. And I started 18 months ago in this space and I knew zero about it 18 months ago, right? So this will happen. And here's the crazy part why this is interesting, Shane. This is about to happen way more, because right now there's not that much software. I mean, yeah, there are a bunch in the last couple months, but in general, it's not at scale yet. Imagine a year or two from now when there's 1,000x more softwares and people don't have a way to sell it. Yeah. They will go to the people in the industry and they will offer up a ton for it because their product is going to sit there and languish because they won't have a way to get in front of people. But if you solve that problem, they will give you tons of value, whether they give you equity, whether they give you just giant commission, whatever it is, or pay you a ton just to talk about it. Maybe it's just that, I don't know, but you will have so much opportunity when there's SaaS everywhere. And if you're in a vertical that uses SaaS, you're gonna be loving it.
It is cool, and I just want to bring it home with that one point too, because that what you just said draws right back into what we started talking about in Pat Walls' Start Story, because that's exactly what HubSpot did. Was they went to a guy and in a vertical they needed, and they paid him handsomely, and that's awesome for him. But the one thing I'll say is, if you could gather anything out of what we're trying to talk about, is you could be the smartest person in the world at something or have the best product in the world. You could have a product that's better than HubSpot. If you are not out there and no one knows about it, it doesn't matter. You can be the smartest lawyer on earth. If no one can tap you on the shoulder because they don't know you exist to go do something, it doesn't really matter, right? Well, I mean, I'm sure the smartest lawyers probably do just fine, but yeah. But I think you get what I mean. It's you could have a wealth of knowledge sitting there, and I've done this before too, man. I've sat there a million times. I've been I have this amazing idea and it's so cool. And I've built a prototype and all that stuff, and then I just didn't talk about it. I didn't do anything. I built it. It sat there in my folder, and now it's gone. And someone probably else made it and made content about it and probably making $1 million. So, but that's the difference, I think, these days is you got to try and just start sending tweets, start LinkedIn posting about whatever it is in your niche, and doing YouTube content. It'll be cringy. Like this is my third podcast I've ever been on, so it's probably cringe, but it doesn't matter. You just keep going, and eventually you'll get better at it. So
100% agree. And I actually talked to somebody about the conference who was saying something similar of like, oh, I'm just so scared to do it. And how do I do this? And how do I do this? And just to be clear on YouTube specifically and shorts for video, the answer for most people in most niches is don't even think about it and just jump on and start talking. Don't spend any energy on professionalism or your background. I mean, yes, I have a background, but I'm kind of crazy like that. You don't have to do anything. You know why? It can actually help you because that makes you more human.